Hey everyone, my name is Brenna. I'm here with House Racing. Today we are going to be putting together a TRX450R Nerf Bar kit. This is our new Nerf Bar kit. This is everything that's supposed to be in your kit. Alright, so the first thing that we are going to do is put on the trees. You have 2 trees in your kit. We're going to take off these 2 bolts and we're going to install those with the OEM bolts. Okay, so the first thing that we did is we got the Nerf Bar tree installed. This uses the OEM bolts, so those bolts are not provided in this kit. The next thing, we have this HR plate, and I have the 2 gold bolts in it. This is gonna go right back in here, and then we are going to take this tube. There's only one of them, and it's gonna go right over those 2 bolts. Okay. Now you're gonna take the 2 nuts, and you're just gonna loosely screw those. We'll keep everything loose for now and we'll tighten it all up at the end. From there, we're gonna take our longer Nerf Bar tube. This is gonna go right over that part of the tube. We have this little spacer. We're gonna slide that through our Nerf Bar tree. Then it's gonna go through this part of the Nerf Bar as well. Kinda gotta wiggle things around to get them through. Okay, now we are gonna grab 2 of our bolts and drop them into those 2 holes. We have one up by the tree, and then we have the other one towards the front of the quad. Okay, now you can just put those nuts on loosely. All right, now we are going to take the heel guard part of the Nerf Bar. We're gonna slide that on the back. This can be a little bit more difficult with like the maneuvering part of it around the tire, but as you can see, it just locks in. We have a little bit of space up right here. The hole lines up right about there. So now we're gonna take 2 bolts and drop them into those 2 holes. All right, let's go ahead and put those nuts on loosely. So now we have all of these, and it's really easiest if you go ahead and get it started and put the little tube through the rubber washer, and then you shove that through, and then you can put the other one on the other side. Squeeze those in. The other one. Okay, perfect. Now we have the net. So you have the thicker part of the net on this side, thinner part of the net on this side. So that means that the thinner part is gonna go towards the back, the heel guard, and the thicker is gonna go up front. So these nets were designed to fit in with our old Nerf bars. This is obviously our new style. So that means that in between, the heel guard is gonna go on top. However, we do recommend, if it's preferred for you, because everyone chooses to do their nets their own way, that you go ahead and cut this, use like a lighter and kind of burn it a little bit, and then put your heel guard on. Or it can keep going through to the other side. You can keep this excess in the middle, and you can just put the heel guard on top, which is what we're gonna do for today. And we aren't doing a full net tutorial video. Everyone has their own personal preference, but let me show you how they go through the holes. So we're gonna take just one of them, one of the little laces. We're gonna put it down through the far one, and it's gonna come back up through the closer one. And it's just gonna sit in there like that. And then what we do is we cut this a little bit shorter, burn it down, and you can put a little nut and a flat washer in there just to kind of hold it together. But nuts are everyone's personal preference, so do what works best for you. Okay, so then you will also notice that the nets have these extra parts on the closer to the inside of the bike. So that is what these little buckles are for. So these buckles work the exact same as all of these. All you're gonna do is take these, put them through these tubes right in here, and then it's gonna come back out to the other side, and you'll just lace them through here. Do the same concept. So then this will be around your bike like that. The last part is your heel guard. There are holes on either side of the heel guard, which you're going to have these bigger bolts go through and through the tree as well. So you want to make sure that before pushing this down that you line it up with the holes. And then this is a little bit harder to push down. And if you're doing it with your hands, use gloves. I'm just going to use my foot. Here, when it locks down in there, you're going to take these bolts, thread them straight through. Okay. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope that this was helpful. You're just going to tighten everything down and then work on the other side, do the exact same thing. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to email us at sales@hauser-racing.com, and hopefully you guys have a fun time out on the trails.